February 21st, 1916. Winter had descended on the front. After joining back up with the army, Emile and Freddie were stationed near Verdun, suffering like many others from the harsh winter. That morning, the arrival of the mail raised spirits, but Marie's letter did not bring good news. In Saint-Mihiel, food was scarce, disease was rife, and the number of dead was growing. Out of this grim news, however, there was one ray of light. A photo of his grandson, Victor, standing on both feet and learning to walk.
Don't worry, Fred.
Les fumants.
Que c'est que ça?
Vassalingue.
El malin, está a favor.
Pas de grain pour toi, le bigorneau.
Ouais. Pas plein de mousquoille. Oh là là! Oh, oh.
Non, je vois, pas de breton. Oui, bon Charles. Pas de grain pour toi, le bigorneau. C'est vite là. Allez, oui.
dearest daughter. I heard from Carl. His condition is stable. He is still in the prisoner camp south of Reims. I hope to finally get permission to visit him. Thank you for the photo. It means so much to me.
Feeding soldiers at the front, supplying millions of men at the front with enough food was a logistical nightmare. The diet was mainly composed of bread, rice, soup, and sometimes meat and dried vegetables. Food parcels from home were ambrosia for the troops. British soldiers had a ration of a pint of wine and a third of a pint of rum every day. One of the soldiers' fatigue duties was to go behind the lines with containers to fetch their company's rations. Sometimes food did not reach the front line and infantrymen could go without food and drink for several days. 18 months later, in over 18 months of combat, the front barely moved as each side dug in and tried to claw back enemies' positions. The war of attrition turned 1915 into the bloodiest year, and civilians became hugely affected too. By late 1915, shortfalls in human and food resources began to make themselves felt, while ammunition shortages were especially problematic. Barbed wire. Invented in 1874, barbed wire was already a common feature of trench protection in battle, but with the Great War's onus on trench warfare became widespread. Thousands of tons were deposited in no man's land. Both sides sought tools and strategies to overcome barbed wire, such as grappling irons and wire cutters. Intensive bombardment was deemed to be the most effective method, and the tactics became widespread. Dead soldiers putrefying on barbed wire remains one of the enduring images of the war, a powerful symbol of its violence. Verdun, triggered by the Germans at dawn, February 21st, in the aim of penetrating Allied lines. The battles eventually lasted 300 days. Some key positions changed hands several times before the French finally prevailed. The battle produced the highest concentration of casualties, with 600,000 killed over 61 square miles, i.e. one death for every 311 square yards. Military decorations. Britain had 6 war medals, the most issued of which were British war medals, the Victory Medal and the 1914-15 Star, and the 1914 Star. 6.6 million British war medals were issued, 5.7 Victory Medals, 2 million 1914-15 stars, and 365,000 1914 stars. A combination of the Star, Victory Medal, and War Medal was fairly commonplace. Over 2.5 million trios were issued, and earned the nickname Pip, Squeak, and Wilfred, after the popular cartoon characters in the Daily Mirror, a dog, a penguin, and a rabbit, respectively.
Enemy down!
Freddie!
Montre-toi!
Ouais, allez, vas-y.
Oui.
Walt, vas-y. Merci, Walt. 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 Viens.
and firing enabled Freddie and his regiment to reach the rear line unharmed.
Bravo, Freddie! Emile, thank you very much, my friend.
The military hierarchy heard of their feats in battle and decided to decorate the two friends for their bravery. Emile received good news from Anna. Carl was recovering nicely. He was even walking again. Meanwhile, the battle for Verdun only grew longer and bloodier. The death toll was staggering, 70,000 per month. Almost one Frenchman and one German every minute, and it went on for 10 months, day and night.